Hey guys, thank you so much for joining me today. So, today I wanted to talk about how our minds reflect our outer world, our 3D. And this is your reminder today. Whatever it is that you're thinking about is coming true in your 3D reality. It's a mirror. The world is a mirror of your mind. Our brains tend to be very selective and select certain things to take an input into your minds and into your conscious and subconscious minds. So, whatever it is that you've been thinking about lately, and that becomes a cycle, right? So, whatever it is that you've been thinking about lately, whether it is about success, happiness, or the opposite, negative emotions, feelings of maybe danger, especially with things going on in the world, pain, friends betraying you, or family not treating you right, whatever the case may be, your mind, when you think of these things, your mind tends to reflect that outward. So things in your 3D reality will happen according to what you're thinking and what you've been thinking. Okay, so I want you to just remember that. And, when things don't go right in the 3D, a lot of the times it's because our mind is stuck in a constant cycle of thinking that those things are going to happen no matter what. If one of your family members, for example, is not treating you right, let's say for example, your father. If your father isn't treating you right, your mind will be like, okay, my father's not treating me right. Next time you see, think, or hear about your father, you're going to be like, in your head, you might form a pattern of, oh, he doesn't treat me right. So you have this thought about your father, and then it kind of becomes a cycle and it projects out into your 3D reality. It's a form of manifestation. So an example of this that you can test the theory out is think of a car, right? Just think of a random car, or it can be your dream car if you want. But just think of a car, and then the next few days, just live your life, but obviously think of the car every day. Just bring up the car at some point in your mind, right? As you're going about your day, you're going to notice that you're going to see the car on the road. That exact car you're thinking of, you'll see it at least once, if not twice, okay? That will be your reminder. That will be the test. That will be evidence to prove that whatever it is we think, the world reflects it like a mirror. The more negative thoughts we have about whatever it may be, the more we see it on the outside. And that can be with anything, right? Negative or positive. So what the key here is, the solution is to change those thoughts to positive thoughts. And we can do this through affirmations, through meditation, through journaling, through singing, music, endless amounts of positive input that we can use, right? Frequency music, subliminals. Be careful with what subliminals you use, but you can make your own, right? There's so many things that can help us to achieve that mindset shift. And I feel like we go outward a lot, right? We try to look up music and all these things. Yes, they're very, very helpful in my opinion. But I think where it starts is sitting with ourselves and really thinking about who we are as a person. Who am I as a person? Right? Who am I? And which state of emotion, feeling do I want to embody? Who do I want to become? When we sit with ourselves and we think about these things, we can feel the emotion, and we can really allow that to linger and to stay with us and practice that every day. When we practice this every day, we're able to embody it, and we're able to see the beauty in everything. When I want to embody happiness and I want to be happy, I look outwardly for joy and happiness, right? I mean, it comes from within, but then the outer world will also project that. And I think an important thing to note here is that we should be sitting with ourselves and also going through and acknowledging that there are negative thoughts that come into our minds, right? And when we try to sit with them, we can understand where they're coming from, but do not dwell on them, right? We want to make sure that we don't dwell on them. And if we have a constant thought that we have already worked on and it just comes back, the key here is to just think of something else right away, just to try and switch your mind, switch that thought off. And when you do this constantly, your neural pathway, the signaling, it's going to switch. It's going to stop thinking of the negative thought. You're going to forget about the negative thought. Because whatever you think, if you keep thinking the same thought, it's going to keep coming back again and again. So when you switch that thought to something positive, then it's like you're reminding yourself like constantly, and you build a new pathway in your brain. So I wanted to leave you guys here with this message that we do create our reality. We do create our 3D. Whatever we want, we can get. There's no way that anyone can stop you from achieving whatever it is you want. Just remember, we are in charge of ourselves. We are in charge of our minds. We are in charge of our body. We are in charge. Okay? We can react to people, but we can choose not to react to people. And we can choose what thoughts we think. Of course, thoughts can come in and out. Thoughts always come. Negativity can show up. But it's our job and our duty to serve ourselves and to make sure that we feel like we love ourselves and we're at our best state. And in order to do that, we got to be able to conquer our mind, because when you conquer your mind, you conquer the world. And that's also known as Man Jeete Jog Jeet in the Guru Granth Sahib Ji and in Japji Sahib. So if you are Sikh or you follow Sikhism or Gurbani, then you'll know what I'm talking about. But if not, I can link it down below, or paste the line down below. Anyways, forgive me if I made any mistakes, but I hope you guys enjoy your day today. Thank you so much for joining me, for listening to what I have to say, because this was an important reminder that I recently came across and I wanted to share it with you all. I'm so grateful for you guys. Thank you so much for all your support, and this channel is for you guys. So if there is anything you want me to talk about or to post, feel free to comment below. All right, have a great day, guys. Bye.